Welcome to Checking In with Dr. B, a space designed for conversations with those who have found and lived their joy. Today I'm speaking with Michael Kernahan, who is a consummate professional, pan tuner, composer, performer, captain, maker. He has worked his entire life to promote the steel band world. And we can't get him on video. Well, we can, but we're using the phone. So this is going to be really, really interesting. So here's Mike. Hi, Mike.
I'm gonna do John Hunter.
Boy.
Dr. B.
I am fine, Mike. I am fine. This is really wonderful because we couldn't get home to work. So, but we needed to make this happen. So this is we are 31st century people. So Mike, tell me a little bit about your journey.
Mm-hmm.
Your journey in pan.
Well, okay, well, really, it started from a kid growing up, you see these here pan, and so you couldn't go near to the pans, you couldn't touch a pan or anything. And because your parents wouldn't let you do it, you know?
Uh-huh.
And but the main reason was my uncles. They were pan-men, they were Red Army.
Oh, that was
and my mother know. Huh?
Red Army, that was the
Yes,
name of their band?
Red Army, yes. Mm-hmm. And Red Army wasn't a easy group, so my mom, she know her brothers, they were kind of rough guys, you know, and fist fighters, you know.
Uh-huh.
And she didn't want me to get even close to a pan, you know, and you know, and growing up too, you know, as I said, you couldn't go to the pan. No pan had around anyway. And I really grew up with, we really grew up in the oil field. My father was an essential worker in the oil field. And we grew up on the oil field in Palo Seco. And
Palo Seco in Trinidad.
And Palo Seco, Trinidad, yeah.
Yes.
And we grew up on the oil field compound really. And my father, when he started going blind, when my sister was born in 1953.
Oh.
And we had to leave the oil field, and we went to a different place in Palo Seco to live, you know.
Uh-huh.
And where we were living, there was two sisters. I think they were twin sisters. And my mom got them. It was like seamstress, you know. And they had something like a little, what do you call it? A place where they sew stuff for steel band and stuff, you know. And they had two steel band guys used to come on weekend. And they used to be playing the pan. And man, that was like heaven to hear pan, you know, right across the street from where we were living, you know. And you always wanted to get close to it, you know. Then we moved from Palo Seco and went to Manzanilla, further away from the pan again, you know. But on Carnival time, we'll come down, and once we come into town, we hear pan, you know, and we always want to listen to the pan. And there's a place right there on St. Joseph Road. When we was going back in the country now, the taxis are passed right there. And you see the guys playing the pans and stuff. And we wanted to do that. That's what we wanted to do, you know, and we couldn't. Then we went back up in the country to live. And it was my bigger brother, myself, and my younger brother, and my sister. We had 4 steel bands. I was one. The big header was a steel band, and a little band we paraded the streets and playing pan on our mouth.
Really?
that's what we do. And, we walk and pass each other like how steelpan is to pass one another long way. And we were happy with that playing pan I don't know, and maybe the sister, she might be the flag woman.
Wow.
Because she was about.
So what pans were y'all using? Were y'all making them, or where you got the pans from?
No, you're playing pan on your mouth.
Oh, mouth, like a mouth band.
Yeah, mouth band. Yeah, we don't have a pan. No, you crazy, pan. Yeah, we were playing pan on mouth band, mouth steel band,
Yes, yes.
Yeah, and after I came into town, and I was like, it was just after they introduced, what do you call it? It was 12 plus or something like that, or just over the limit. So we didn't get a chance to go to high school and all that stuff, And my sister did, and I came in town and I wanted to learn a trade, and they took me to Trinidad agencies, and my mom had known some people there, and I got in there and I started doing body work, welding, and every time I get a chance, I go with the mechanic shop, So I learned a lot from there, And while I was staying there, I was staying with one of my uncle. He used to live on George Street. Man, I used to get up every morning and cry, when I was rushing by it, I want to go back home, But anyway, I left there and my mother took me by her sister in St. James. Her sister, my grandmother, And there I had like 3 cousins. They were playing pan, and I said, "Well, listen, I want to play pan,
Actual pan, not mouth pan. Actual pan.
They were playing in Tripoli.
Oh, okay. The major band at that time.
Yeah, they were playing in Tripoli, and I asked one of my cousins, I said, I want to play, He said, well, come up in the yard tonight, So I went up in the barnyard, and I was scared to go in the yard.
Why were you scared? Why were you scared?
I was just kind of bashful and scared, that kind of, And he came up and he see me standing outside. He said, well, listen, you're not going to learn anything standing out here, So that gave me a boost, So I went in the barnyard. They had about 2 guitar pans, 2 guitar pans playing. And they had about 8 guys around these guitar pans.
Wow.
And each one of them was taking, they played this song down, and then this one will take as they say, take a choke, this one will take a little thing, And I
so they're all sharing.
I can't do that, And then I saw there was a double second hanging with nobody playing. And then a couple guys, So I went there and the guys, they started showing me, and that is where I started,
Wow. So, but 8 guys around one set of pans, so they were just sharing.
2 set of guitar pan, yeah.
So you started playing with Tripoli, and
Yeah, Tripoli.
and then what happened?
Well, I started with Tripoli, and then it was time for like the music festival in 1964. And I said, no boy, this is serious thing. I can't play, So I stood out that festival, and until after the festival, I came back and learned all the songs, because I was scared. I was scared that, in those days you can't go on stage and make mistakes, and I didn't want to be one of the ones that make any mistakes, So I didn't I didn't I didn't play for the '64 festival, but I learned all the songs, you know, and I used to live in the Panyard, you know. Well, the first night I went to the Panyard was about 9 o'clock. My aunt come, she said, "Time to go home." So I have to leave and go, you know.
But
Um,
what did your mother think of you being in the panyard?
Not yet. She didn't know.
Oh, she didn't
She
know.
was up in the
Oh,
country. No, no, no.
oh.
She didn't know anything, you know. So um, my aunt keep coming every night, you know. Once about 9 o'clock, I have to go, you know. So what I did is I started to hide when I see her coming. You know, I go and hide. There's some little old car in the garage, and I used to go and hide in there. And well, eventually, she couldn't deal with me because when she come up there, I'm not there, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So a couple of times I come home late at night, you know. And my cousins now, they were living in the front of the house, you know.
Yeah.
And she said, "Well, since you coming home late, go up in the front and live with the rest of them." And she didn't know what she did. That is what I wanted.
Right?
So I could hang late and practice and do all that stuff, you know.
Yes.
And and after that, I used to live in the Panyard, man. Every little chance I get, I'm in the Panyard, you know, and just learning songs. And I had a couple guys who used to play too, and we used to be trying to do our own little thing, trying to arrange song and do all that craziness, you know. And it went on, and then 1965 was the '65 festival when we had the Prime Minister trophy,
Uh-huh.
and yeah, we won that festival, you know.
Oh,
I played
Tripoli
in that one,
won.
you know. That year, but Junior Pusha, these guys arranged for Tripoli, you know.
Uh-huh. Yes.
Yeah, yeah. Tripoli had a whole cadre of arrangers. You had Junior Pusha, you had Tom Critchlow, you had Othello,
Othello
Dr.
Molyneux.
Coffee.
Mm-hmm.
This guy from about 6 or 7 different guys, part of Sewell, you know, and we had all different type of musicians. So really, it was where we learned from a lot of people, you know, like Anthony Prespect. He did some arrangement with us, you know. Even Felix Roach, everybody, you know.
Wow, you had
So we
some
had
major
a,
musicians there. You had some major musicians there.
yeah, there were a whole bunch of that was one thing I've said to you. You always try to find these guys, you know, and there was a whole bunch of guys. You had Alvin Jordan, Madman, who I mean, anybody you could think about. Yeah, you know, it was sometimes the night 2 and 3 arrangers in the yard. You know, you have to wait for this one, and you know, this one come back tomorrow, and all that stuff. You know.
Wow.
So, and after that festival, Esso came to us and to sponsor the band, you know.
Uh-huh.
And Esso sponsored the band in 1965, yeah. And in 1967, that's when they gave us the tour the Caribbean.
Oh, so you toured the Caribbean with Tripoli?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what islands?
It's about 12 islands, you know. What it is there was 2 boats that was given to the Federation by Canada, the Federal Maple and the Federal Power. Those are two inter-island ferries, you know, and one will leave Jamaica on Friday night and one leave Trinidad on Friday night. And we used to go to, well, the first stop is like Grenada, St. Vincent, Barbados, Dominica, not in that order, you know, but all these are, you know. Montreal.
And how long was that tour?
He said,
How long was that tour?
2 weeks,
2 weeks.
2
Okay.
weeks at sea. Yeah. The
Was
last island is St. Kitts. And St. Kitts released St. Kitts on a Saturday and getting to Jamaica early Monday morning.
okay.
Yeah, and we were playing on all the islands. It was really a tour that it was a big tour that was playing for just dignitaries in the government and so.
Wow.
Yeah, it was really it was a nice experience. That every day you play on a different island. The only thing is just like some islands, the boat couldn't come into the dock, so you had to like stay out like 3 miles out in the sea,
Uh-huh.
and then load the pans and take them ashore. Load them into smaller boats.
Wow, that must have been a production. Doing that.
Yes, it was. It was luckily we had Alan the tuner with us. So they used to use a crane on the boat itself and put all these pans in a big net, and
Uh-huh.
then put them over onto the smaller boat and just take them ashore.
That tuner was Alan Gervais?
Yeah, that's over here.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes. Wow. So after that tour, when you all came back to Trinidad, what happened after that?
We came back. Now, while on that tour in Expo, that's when Liberace saw the group.
Oh, well, after coming back to Trinidad, you all went up to Expo 67 in Montreal, Canada?
We went to Montreal, no, Expo 67. When we left, getting to Jamaica, like the Monday, we stayed 2 weeks in Jamaica.
Uh-huh.
And from Jamaica, we fly out to New York.
Oh.
And we had a whole bunch of performances in New York. And yeah, so really they did had us play for a lot of big stuff.
Uh-huh.
Then we went to Montreal.
Wow.
And while in Montreal, that's when Liberace saw the group and decided, you would like to have this group tour with him.
Oh, okay. And
So,
Liberace, the pianist. Yes.
Yeah, while in Montreal, we made a album, recorded the album, and went back to Trinidad when we made some money on the album,
Yes.
and went back to Trinidad, and you had made some contacts in Montreal.
And that was Hugh Boyd. Hugh Boyd was the captain, Hugh Boyd?
Hugh Boyd, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. For us to come back to Montreal the next year. So the second year, the band sponsored, we tried to sponsor our own trip.
Oh.
And did the same tour, going up the islands again.
Uh-huh.
Up to Jamaica, stay Jamaica, and from Jamaica again we flew again to New York, and then went up to Montreal.
Yes. Whoa.
So when we on the way up, I can remember that I think we was on one of those little small boat going back to the big boat, and Hugh said that the contract with the guy in Montreal was cancelled.
Oh.
So one of the guys said, "Skipper, what we gonna do?" He said, "Turn back loose."
What?
Turn back loose, and we went straight up, and we were able to pay our way to Montreal, and went back to Expo. It wasn't Expo this time. It was Man and His World. The name has changed.
Uh-huh.
There were no Trinidad pavilion there again, and the Canadian people let us use the Canadian pavilion.
Wow. So they were really impressed with you all.
Yeah. So we was using that pavilion every day, and we were living on records, selling records and surviving,
Wow. So the response must have been very good from the people.
Yeah, oh Lord. In those days, man, it was the best, because and especially while we was in Expo too, the stop that one of the main stops is where the Trinidad Pavilion were, and we were on the water.
Oh.
So everybody who almost come to Expo 67, or leaving Expo 67, saw the steel band for the first time.
Wow. That is.
Yeah, so I mean, we had the exposure was great, so. Yeah, and after that, now, Liberace came back to Montreal. He was performing in Montreal, and Hugh and these guys and the other guy who was kind of managing, they went and talked to Liberace. And Liberace said, yeah, they were able to sign up the band,
Right.
Yeah, and all that time we were in Montreal, like performing, and then it started to get cold. It was like November. And we bought a bus.
You bought a bus?
Yeah, a big old bus. The bus was called Moby Dick.
Like the whale. Oh.
Yeah, we bought that big old bus, and we decided, well, we're going to drive down to California from Montreal.
Whoa.
Yeah, so we load up and stuff and going to head down to the border. And when we got to the border, the border people stopped us. They said the papers wasn't right, So we had to go back to Toronto. So we went back to Toronto and overnight, and they went to the embassy and gets the American embassy and gets everything fixed, straightened out. Then we left the night, now heading back to the border,
Yes.
And when we get back to the border, though, we go on in, and he like to talk and stuff, and
Yes.
So while we were there, too, he tell Harry, Harold Headley, say, Harry, bring it in a pan, So Harry came out and they set up in the border patrol office.
In the border patrol office.
And Harry started playing this the Russian dance, I think he had just won the ping pong soloist. And I mean, these guys were just blown away with hearing the song of the pan, and that was like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, at the border. So they let us through, and we went down to our first stop was Roanoke, Virginia. Yeah, we had one of this guy too. He was a guy who used to sell Liberace products. He lined up a whole bunch of tours at the American bases.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were doing bases and schools and stuff, So we stayed in Roanoke for about a week, I think maybe about 2 weeks, And all that time we were just living on records, And he was something else, Sometimes he go out and come back. He say, he say, I see a Esso gas station, So you want to know what you mean? He already set up a concert in the gas station.
And as of course, YOLO Esso Tripoli, so
Right.
oh my gosh.
He will set up and we'll go and play. And man, and next thing you know, we sell out, the records sell out and all that stuff, you know.
My gosh.
So, yeah, we stayed there for a while and then we drove from Virginia to, I can remember that we got into Los Angeles it was like a week before Christmas, you know.
But that was a good bus. That bus made a good trip, man.
Yeah, yeah. And what it is, they had some of the pans on top, the roof of the bus, they built a rack.
Oh.
And the bass and cellos will be on top and the smaller pans on the bottom, you know.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
So we got into LA and same thing, you know, we were just waiting for the tour to start. The tour started on I think it was December 29th or something like that. So all that time we go down by on the beach and sell records and all of that, you know, and to play the hotel and all that stuff, you know. Yeah.
You're the real entrepreneurs, boy.
Yeah, but the whole thing about it is we were having fun, you know. Although, you know, it's sometimes it used to be rough, but you know.
Because at that time, y'all were in your 20s, or how old was the average age? What's the average age of the band?
The youngest was Casper Durant. He was I think it's 16.
16? Oh.
I was like, let me see. I think 18 going to 19 or somewhere around there. 19, I think. Yeah.
Wow, so y'all were having the time of your lives, boy.
Yeah. So most of the guys were, I will say, Alan was about 24, 25 or somewhere. The oldest one was I had a cousin and you.
Oh.
In the 30s and early 30s.
So from 16 up.
Yeah, teenagers to the early like mid-20s and stuff, you know. Yeah.
Yes. So what was it like touring with Liberace? What was it like?
Yeah, it was a lot. It was very interesting, you know, because we were doing a lot of classical music, you know, and he will introduce us really like at a certain time we were like overpowering his performances, you know, because we were getting all these standing ovations and all of that, you know.
How did he react to that? Because he was a showman.
He was really, really, really proud. He had loved the band, you know.
Yes.
And his manager didn't like us, so but he liked it, you know.
Why his manager didn't like you all?
Oh, you don't know why or what?
Okay, all right. The world we live in.
Yeah, so and then we played that with a lot of top people too, you know, Liberace and the Three Dog Nights and a whole bunch of groups, you know, that.
Wow.
Even Paul McCartney.
What, really? Yeah, Paul McCartney as well?
Is what?
You played with Paul McCartney? McCartney. Sorry.
No. They were around at the time with like Liberace would invite us at his home and they were there, you know, Johnny Mathis and all these guys, you
Oh,
know.
okay.
Yeah, so yeah, we really meet a lot of influential people. Yeah.
So how long did y'all tour with Liberace?
From 1968, the tour really started in 69 to about 1972.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow. So like,
And during that time, we did a whole lot of stuff, that different stuff. We recorded with John Sebastian and Ry Cooder and different acts,
yes, yes.
Yeah. Then it happened where, there's a whole bunch of stuff that happened, I remember us playing in a junkyard.
A junkyard. Okay.
Yeah. We were traveling from Los Angeles to go up to Minnesota to play in the Minnesota State Fair.
Mm-hmm.
And the bus broke down the night. We were on the highway. And it was 115 degrees.
115 degrees?
115 degrees at night.
Oh
And
my
we out in
gosh.
this desert and we spent the night there.
Oh
I
my
remember
gosh.
we were on the highway and for that night I think we only heard about one car pass,
Wow. My
And then
gosh.
about 6 o'clock in the morning, the sheriff was making the rounds. And he saw us and he pulled up then to find out what was going on, The
Yes.
bus was broken down, So he called for a tow truck and it tow us into a junkyard. With the junkyard, we spend the day in the junkyard, and you make contact with the agent in San Francisco, and they say they will send a bus in about, not the next day, but the following day.
Uh-huh.
And while we were in the junkyard, the evening after you poop a little bit, you said, let's take down the pans. You take down the pan and stand up in the junkyard and did a concert.
That is resourceful. That is resourceful.
Yeah, we did a place called Mesquite, Nevada.
Ah.
We did a concert in the junkyard, and then the day after the bus come and we went on to Minnesota,
Yes.
Yeah, I
Wow.
remember it was so hot that we were staying. The guy who owned the junkyard had a water hose and a tree, and we were under the tree
Uh-huh.
and put the hose up in the tree with a piece of wood so that the water will splatter and spend the day under that water.
Oh, just to cool down.
Cool down, yeah, and I mean, like, they had some flies, some big flies biting and stuff, so.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, but we didn't mind, we just having fun.
Excitement. So wait, y'all had to leave Moby Dick in Nevada?
Yeah. No, that wasn't Moby Dick.
Oh, Moby
The
Dick
one that broke down.
Ah.
The bus that broke down.
Uh-huh.
Right?
Yeah.
That was another bus.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was Trouble George.
Trouble George. So wait. What happened to Moby Dick? Moby Dick got left behind?
No, what happened after a while, we were in Detroit.
Uh-huh.
And we decided, you know what? We get this other bus, so we get Trouble George. So we got to take Moby Dick back to Toronto.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, so they drove Moby Dick back to Toronto. And then we had Trouble George. Trouble George was trouble all the time.
Trouble George lived up to his name.
Yeah. Yeah, so after that, we went back to LA. We were based in LA, really, And we used to do some crazy stuff, man. We would leave LA on a Wednesday or Monday
Uh-huh.
and get to New York, play, and back in LA on the weekend, you know,
What?
driving. Yeah.
Drive from LA, perform in New York, come back to LA by the week. Oh my gosh. No. You all that energy, boy.
Yeah, so crazy thing, you know, and it was really fun, you know, traveling all over the place, you know, and seeing different places, you know.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the reaction from the people was
Exactly. That was man. Because that's what get me like that too, you know, because I remember in Trinidad in the early days, like you're playing down in the garden and stuff, you know, you have a jamboree or whatever. But you'll play and after you finish play, people watching like that's all you have. You know,
Wow.
that kind of attitude.
Yes, yes.
And when they came out here, this is the first time I see people. I know the only time people said clap for pan long ago was in Queen's Hall.
Oh.
And when you come out here and you just finish playing and all the response you was getting, it was unbelievable, you know, people. Every time you play, they applaud, you get the applause and stuff.
Yes. So you got that appreciation.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
So after you all finished touring with Liberace, what happened? What did you do after that?
After the tour with Liberace, that's when Warner Brothers pick up the band.
Oh, okay.
And decide now, you know, they want the band to do a recording. And what happened, that is where a lot of trouble started, where I think you didn't like the idea that, because what happened, Warner Brothers contract each player individually, you know.
Oh, okay, okay.
Right?
So,
and before that, we did 6 albums, and we never got credit for it. We never, not in the name, it was always Hugh Board was the musical director.
oh, okay, yes.
Yeah, he took credit for everything. You know, and this one with Warner Brothers now, it was like, I don't think he liked the idea. And he left the band, you know.
Hugh left the band? Hugh Boyd left the band?
Yeah.
Ah.
Hugh left the band and went to New York and get Clifford and Alexis and some guys. And they went on touring as Tripoli.
Oh, so you had 2 Tripolis going through?
Afterwards, it had many Tripolis.
Wow.
So you because we had other dates to do. And yeah, plus we were recording with Warner Brothers, and they were really like paying you to record and all that. You know, it was a good deal.
Mm-hmm.
And I think she didn't like that. You know, so he left and went and get these guys and Mikey, you know, Clifford Alexis and I say Clifford Alexis were arranged for Tripoli too. Yeah, so you got all these guys and they went on as Tripoli. You know, fulfilling some of the dates, you know.
Yes.
That we had, you know, so.
So that caused a lot of confusion.
Yeah, well, we didn't know. I mean, he left and we didn't know that he was gone. We called a meeting and we were in the same apartment building and stuff, and he was nowhere around. We get to find out that he went to New York and get these guys, you know. So anyway, we continue recording.
Yes.
And after the recording, we went to launch the record, you know. Mm-hmm. And that's when we were told that you cannot use the name Tripoli. For the album.
Yes.
So what we have to do is to they take us to court.
Oh,
Yeah, because we wanted to use the name Tripoli.
yes,
And
yes.
so, and eventually the record was nominated for a Grammy.
Wow. What was the name of the record?
The Esso Trinidad, the Esso Trinidad Steelband.
Ah, okay. So, and you all still had the
Yeah.
sponsors.
Say that again?
You all still had the sponsors. You still had Esso as the
No, we
sponsors.
didn't have any sponsors, they were looking for a name then, and
Oh,
Warner Brothers, the producer, he talked with Esso, and they decided to let us use the name.
I
We didn't have the
see.
sponsor, no.
Right, right.
It's called the Esso Trinidad Steelband.
Uh-huh. Yes.
Right, so then we went on, for a little while, and we were, after that's when we had to go back to Trinidad, because we were on H1 visas.
Oh, okay. So you weren't able
Yeah,
to.
the H1 visas, because we couldn't join the union,
Uh-huh, right.
There was no category for Steelband in the union.
I see. Yes.
So they decided to give us that H1. I think the H1 at the time, I don't know for now, but it used to be like you have distinguished merit and ability.
Right, yes.
They give you that visa,
Yes.
So we went back to Trinidad, and that is where you and them made it hard for us to come back.
Oh, oh.
Yeah, well, some of the guys just came back. Some of the guys get married and came back and stuff,
Yes.
And the majority of the bands stay back in Trinidad, and we stay back down there, and we were like the resident band of in the Holiday Inn.
Ah, okay. In Holiday Inn?
Yeah.
Not
Holiday
Hilton.
Inn, yeah.
Oh, okay. So it was Holiday Inn and that. Okay.
Right there on Brighton Road.
Right, yes, yes.
Yeah. We were the resident band there, and stayed there for a little while. Until that was like 72 to 75. And we tried to get and they really gave us a raw deal. We tried to get our story printed, and up to now it's still not people don't know what really happened.
Yes.
And we stayed there until well, it was kind of okay, because we was just having a good time, and while we were there in Trinidad, the Kalai, the Kalai Chang?
Yes, yes. The artist.
The Kalai, yeah, Kalai Chang had a place down in Steelers they called Guyapia Industries. So he hired the is about, I think it's 17 guys from the band.
Uh-huh.
Because they were doing a project to go to Switzerland in the World's Fair, whatever it was in Switzerland,
Uh-huh.
And he had 17 of the guys. And after the project, Kalai, well, he let the guys go, and he kept one guy.
Uh-huh.
And the one guy was me.
Oh, okay.
Because I was really the more skilled worker,
Yes.
Yeah, and he kept me there, and I worked with him for a little while.
What were you doing? What were you doing with him?
Yeah, he had some professional guys doing carving and what is called beating copper and making stuff, and
Yes.
And I used to do a little welding with them, and then like finishing some of his products. Yeah, because these guys were very good at what they do, but they couldn't give it that professional looking. So I was that's what I was doing, you know.
Right. So all your experience with automotive and with the pans, now you're putting it into art.
Right, right.
Wow.
Yeah, and while I was there too, that is when Bob from Blue Diamonds now, he gave me and my father was and my sister now, they were living up in Champlain, right next to Robbie Greenwich.
Uh-huh. Yes.
Yeah, and when they moved up there, they had water coming to the house every night, you know.
Ah.
Then suddenly no water coming up the hills. And even Jack Spanier make nest in the pipe.
What? Oh my gosh.
No water coming. You know, so from Blue Diamonds give me 60 drums to take for my father up there so that they, you know, that they could get water from outside, you know, and fill up the drums.
Right. So they use the drums to hold the water. Okay. Yes.
Man, I went and buy a sledgehammer, punch, hammer, and I decided, you know, I go and shoot.
So you took the drums for the water and you decided to make pans. I see. So wait, what they put the water in then?
Boy, my father get one drum. After, after I bust up about five, I said, oh God, I got to give one.
So that at least one drum for water. But you and your experimenting, you went through five. Okay.
Right.
Oh
But the
man.
thing is, we had a pan yard right opposite textile building. There was an old communication building that the government had given us.
Uh-huh.
And that's where we started to practice there, you know. And Alan, when he used to long in South, you know, he came up and said, Alan, man, I tried my hand, you know, tried to make something, you know. So he said, well, listen, bring it, let me see what you did.
Yes.
So I bring down the pan from Champlain and I bring it down to the panyard, you know. And when Alan saw it, he started to laugh. He said, okay, he said, I'm going to show you. Because while we were on tour too, I used to be with him all the time, you know.
So you were learning as you went along.
Yeah, I was watching him, you know, but I thought I knew what to do, you know, but I wasn't there, you know. And he decided he's going to show me what to do, and really, he showed me, you know, and he told me, he used to come around me and show me what to do and then leave. He said, man, if I stay around you, I'm going to disturb you.
So he let you.
Yeah. So when he leave and when he come back, he will show me where I went wrong, and you know.
Yes.
And I started. That's where I started, you know.
Wow.
And I used to go down to down Sea Lots.
Uh-huh.
And this guy Peter Al Young, he was working with Berger Paints, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And Peter was a real cool guy with me, you know. When I would go down there, he said, Mike, just go down in the back and take whatever you want, you know.
Wow.
So I used to go down there and get these drums and then go by the corner, not Charlotte, that's Henry Street and Independence Square there.
Uh-huh.
I used to go there and there's guys who sit with a little old truck now.
Uh-huh.
You know, and give them a little $4 to drop the pan for me down by the pan yard, you know.
Wow, that's
where I started it down in the back there, you know, right in the back of that building. That building was right next door to Legion Hall.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And while there, you know, a lot of people used to come, just drop by, you know, and it had tuners used to come right there by, like Bob. You had Lennox Glean he was Merrymakers, and he was a member of the National Steel Band.
Uh-huh.
He had Darky and all those guys that come around. And they helped me a lot, when Alan wasn't around, they would show me what to do and help me out.
Wow, so you were getting input from all these different tuners. People say that the tuners don't like to share, but it seems as if they were willing to share with you.
Yeah, man. All these guys used to. I remember Glean, man. He'd be passing and driving with the Ministry of Health. He'd stop the van and come out and show me what to do. I had help from a lot of guys. That they weren't selfish guys.
Yes.
Mm-mm. And people had a wrong idea about they say tuners when a tuner tuning and you see somebody come, he stop tuning.
Right, that's what people say. But
yeah, but the whole thing about that is what happens is you are disturbing the guy,
Right.
Yeah, he break his concentration, and it's not that you don't want to show anybody, but it's just that you break his concentration.
Yes.
It's that guy used to have, like Bob and these guys, they will have a whole line around them and they tune in and nobody,
Right, and nobody's disturbing them, allowing them to do their art. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah, and the thing is, coming back now, while in Trinidad, I tried my little hand and pong in my pan. And I had people like Adam Smith come in now to ask me to tune for Blue Diamonds. And Blue Diamonds tune and is Bob, the same guy may helping me, but he and Bob get away and they want to put me in that kind of craziness.
They wanted to put you in the middle of it? Oh, no.
Yeah. And I wasn't that good. But anyway, it happened where we practicing and doing all we stuff, and I doing the band and stuff, and then Neville Aming. I don't know if you know Neville Aming.
The masked man, yes.
Yes, Neville came to us. He said, listen, I want to have 8 guys to go to Miami. That was 1975. I think it was for the 3rd of July. So I said, okay, Neville. Neville took us. He got tickets for us and all that stuff,
Yeah.
And brought us up to Miami. Not knowing, I didn't even know about Frank Clark kids.
No.
Frank Clark, they had some little kids, they were very good.
Oh, okay.
They were on Cipriani Boulevard, And not knowing, well, Frank Clark kids and us came up on the same flight. Not knowing Frank Clark coming up to play the same date that Neville Aming trying to get us to play.
Oh, so he double booked, or they double booked both of y'all?
No, it's two smart men.
Oh no!
One trying to cut up the other one.
Oh boy!
But Frank Clark was a member of the Lions, so Clark had more faith than him,
He had more support. Yes.
When we get to Miami, not knowing Frank Clark he went and did the gig or whatever, and we were in a hotel on Miami Beach, and Mr. Neville Aming is nowhere to be found.
So he stranded you all there in Miami?
Well, luckily we had money, and we ran into Otello and a lot of traders, and they were invite us home, and we were all right. We were surviving.
Othello Molyneux. Yes.
You know, huh?
Othello Molyneux.
Hotel. Yeah, yeah, Othello,
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
Yeah, he was here, you know. So it was, I wouldn't lie, it was about more than a week we in this hotel, you know. We didn't
Wow.
know who paying the bill, and we be eating, go downstairs and eat and all that stuff, you know. So eventually, Hugh brother called him, and Hugh was in Michigan, and Hugh tell him, he said, well, listen, I up in Michigan and I don't have a band, you know, because that's all the Tripolis left him.
Oh, everybody left, yes.
Yeah, you know, so we get together and talk among ourselves and say, well, okay, let's go back and give it a try again. And you sent some tickets for us, and we were in Miami, and we went back to Michigan.
Wow, so you reunited with Hugh.
Yeah, you know. So, when we started, you know, going around again, and everything was going pretty good until, you know, we, as we say, we cross-trade again. Because he was doing some crazy, you know, so that's when we formed the 21st Century Steelband.
Okay, so now you're 21st Century Steelband and you're in Michigan with Hugh Boyd.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, afterwards, no, we went back with him as Tripoli.
Oh, it's Tripoli. Okay, so.
Yeah, he didn't have a band, you know, so we went back as, because although we were in Trinidad, we were still kind of in Tripoli, you know.
Right, yes.
Yeah, you know, so we came back and we went back with him for a little while, you know, and then after he started bringing his kids up in, you know. They end up to be like a reggae band, you know. But his children they could have sing and all of that stuff, you know, so. Yeah, and really it is we were doing pretty good as the 21st Century Steelband, you know.
Yeah. So y'all changed the name. When did y'all change to 21st Century Steelband?
In 1978.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah,
so y'all were performing and you were tuning. You were the tuner for the band and the captain.
Right. Yes.
Wow. So how many years were you in Michigan?
I would say about 17 years.
17 years. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And then you should be back and forth too, you know, so.
Back and forth to where?
To Miami.
Oh, okay. So you went back to Miami as well.
Mm-hmm.
So Mike, tuning, we have your instruments have a special sound. What is it about your tuning of your pans that makes them so unique?
Yeah, but I think I try to follow Alan pattern. And what it is he never really stress the metal out too much. Yeah, because that's what's happening right now, you know. Everybody's tuning out the metal and, you know, you're getting a sharp sound, you know. Right. And once you, like, overwork the metal, that the steel, that is what you're going to get, you know. And my pans are more, it's shallow, and the tuning, I mean, there is harmonics in the notes, you know, but it doesn't overpower the fundamentals. They try to make you get a thicker sound with the by not stretching out the metal too much.
Okay.
Yeah.
And in your arranging, because you're an arranger and a composer, I also hear in your arranging, you use some very, very close harmonies. They're beautiful. What is it when you approach arranging? How do you approach it?
Usually, I will do like the melody, right? The melody parts, and then the chords. And for some reason, I was already always interested in that chords, you know, and I will listen to music
Uh-huh.
and try to emulate what I hear in especially not too much up front, you know, but what's happening in the middle parts and stuff, you know.
Yes.
Yeah.
And what particular harmonies do you like to use?
To tell you the truth, Dawn, what particular harmony is what I do is sometimes is what I hear, you know. I like to do a lot of extensions.
Uh-huh.
You know, like if I'm okay, let me see, I'll explain that. If I'm going to do a G minor or whatever,
Uh-huh.
I would maybe put in a fifth in there, or add in a six or something, you know, just something that I hear that I feel that could fit in there. I will try to do it, you know, and if it doesn't sound right, I will change it, you know, because most of the times I try to, if I'm going to do the melody and I want to put an extra note in there, I will add that in, maybe not in the chord section, but in the melody. So when you put all together, it will respond the right way.
Yes.
I don't know if I did it right.
Yes, yes, yes. I understand what you're saying. But
Mm.
do you have a favorite steel band that you like to listen to?
Yeah, well, my favorite arrangers was Beverly Griffith,
Yes.
Ray Holman. You know, these guys, you know, some of Rodney. You know, and it's certain things that they do, you know, and many Desperados too, you know. Desperados did some nice stuff that I really like, you know. Robbie and these guys, you know, they did some real nice stuff, you know, and that is the kind of direction I was trying to follow, you know.
Yes.
Mm.
Yeah, because your pans and your arrangements are very, very sweet. You know, that's what I think of it when I think of your music. But
And it's just the pans they're not overworked then, you know.
yes, it's not
Yeah.
harsh, never harsh.
Right.
If you were able to collaborate with anybody, who would you like to collaborate with?
When you say anybody, I mean like
Musician, living or dead, or yeah.
yeah, well, some of these guys I just call you too, and there's some good things happening right now too, you know. But I think it's kind of, I don't know, maybe kind of a little crazy,
Mm,
you know.
yes.
I would like to collaborate with maybe a lot of people might want to kill me for this, but I like some of the stuff that Andy Narrell does. You know?
Uh-huh. Yes, he does a lot of good stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, so
Yeah.
some of that stuff, you know.
Yes. But why do you think you said that people would want to kill you for wanting to collaborate with Andy? Why would people want to kill you
Yeah,
for
you
that?
know, people think, you know, there's people who like what they hear, and then some people, you know, like to criticize and say, nah, he you know what he's doing here from Trinidad and all that kind of crazy talk, which mean there's a lot of good people all over the place,
Yes, yes, and
and
all over
yeah,
the
get the
world.
jacket, yeah,
Yes. What would you like to see different in the pan world, in the steel band world now, in the future, now and in the future?
Yeah, one of the things is I think it's time that they come up with a some kind of I don't want to call it metal, something to standardize the whatever you use to make a pan.
Ah, yes, yes.
Because really right now it's still using whatever you could get, and that's there should be a standard alloy or metal or whatever to make the pan.
Yes.
Yeah. And still, I was in Trinidad the last time I went by Mott and he told me, you see all those drums here, you see those are the poison drum.
Oh my
And
gosh.
that doesn't sound right today.
Yes. When you say the poison drums, what do you mean?
Those drums had some kind of deadly chemicals in them.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. And there was an article, if I found it, maybe I could send it to you,
Uh-huh.
where this guy was talking about those chemicals in the drum are so deadly that after you even make it and you chrome it and you burn it, it still stays in the drum.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Mm-hmm. And I don't know what's his name, Guppy Brown. He used to use a lot of that. His drums were kind of consistent.
Uh-huh, yes.
Yeah, and get to find out that he used to be using a lot of those drums. So I don't know if that harm him or whatever.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah, so having consistent material, having material that is safe to use is essential for the future.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, I find it's way past time that we should have a pan tuning university, courses in across the world. I mean, here they have in West Virginia that Ali had started, but we need to have something more consistent around the world.
You remember when you had that symposium? There was a white guy saying that it's time to have a consistent flow of steel that you could make the pans with.
Exactly, yes. Yes.
Talking a guy with
Yes.
and it's still not happening. It's time.
Yes, after all these years, it's definitely time. Definitely time.
Yeah.
Well, Mike, it has been so good speaking to you. Is there anything we didn't touch on that you would like to speak about or say?
Well, I'd like us to do it again because I think I missed out on a lot of stuff, man. You know what?
Yes, well, we'll definitely do it again. We'll definitely do it again. This is part one. We'll have to have part two.
Right.
Well, thank you again.
We have to come back to the part when we had a little collaboration, so.
Yes.
Yeah.
You definitely have to.
Yeah, because I was seeing an article there on here about Miami Carnival, and they calling names, and you were an integral part in making this thing, making something out of it, and people don't know what that, and they're gonna they can't push you aside, you have a lot to do with what happened here in Trinidad and in Miami,
Oh, well, you can't be pushed aside, because you do whatever you do and you do it for the good. Because look at how much you have achieved in life, and a quarter of the things that you have done, probably people would never know, or even more. So we have to keep the history alive, keep the information going.
Yes. Yeah, because you helped me along a lot too, so we had to talk about that too.
Uh,
Yeah.
Mike, it's so good. I'm so glad. So we have to have part two. Part two.
Right, right. Okay.
Thank you. Welcome to Checking In with Dr. B. In addition to our video podcast, we invite you to join our Jumpstart network at keepyourjoyandrise.com. There you'll have access to questions and answers with our guests, virtual meetups, and opportunities to suggest and participate in workshops and spur of the moment talk and jam sessions. We are creating a community of positive thinkers and doers. Come join.